Hi guys. How you guys doing? Keep bumping into my wall. Hi. So yeah. Oh my god. I'm drawing a blank. So yeah, welcome to Amateur Hour, where I literally just dedicate 1 hour to practicing my bass because I call it Amateur Hour because I'm still an amateur at my bass, and yapping. So I'll say what comes to mind, and if nothing comes to mind, I'll just be fiddling my bass. So feel free to leave this on the background, and just either do that or chill in the chat. You yap with me. If I get better, it will be called Pro Hour, maybe, but that's not happening anytime soon. So for now, you can just expect it to stay being called Amateur Hour, and it'll probably stay that way for a long time. And it's kind of a nice, it got a ring to it, right? Because it's a saying. It's Amateur Hour, right? It's literally Amateur Hour. Or his yapping in 9% of the stream. Hey, if yapping becomes 90% of the stream, I'm happy with it. That means I've succeeded, right? Because this is also a training for my yapping capabilities. Yapping is a pretty core skill for a streamer to have, right? Yeah. Hi Grape Sauce. Hi Cruel. Hi Cameron. How you guys doing? Let me do a little warm up. Ooh, I haven't been practicing the bass very much. I've been on the drums for the most part. These few weeks, or 1 to 2 weeks. Past week, let's say past week. I've been pretty focused on the drums, so I haven't really been practicing the bass. Yeah, ooh, hold on. Oh yeah, give me more bass. Need more bass in this. Too much? Yeah, that's good, I guess. Ah! I can't even do a scale properly right now. Ah! I really need to practice I really need to practice my pinky. Like a lot of things that I can't play is on the pinky because my pinky is just purely not strong enough, or the muscle's not developed enough. I'm not used to using it. Ah. Yeah. So I need to practice on that. Hi Sam. Ooh. Yeah, I still can't do it really cleanly. Hi Roy. How you guys? How you doing? I want to say how you guys doing. I don't know. How you doing, Roy? Another thing I want to do with Amateur Hour, because like I said, it's also a chance for me to yap. It's basically like a chatting stream that I can kind of blank on because I can also go to the bass. Another thing I want to do with Amateur Hour is I want to see if I can get a little serious, because usually I'm clowning around, playing games or whatever, right? And well, rather than serious, I guess genuine is the better word for it. Because this is something I want. It is something I've been wanting to say for a while, because when I started this channel, I started it with anime videos, right? And like a good decent chunk of you came from that. And what I didn't really expect is for a lot of my audience to turn out being kids, right? Let's face it, like it's not an insult to you guys. It's not an insult to you guys that are kids. Like, I welcome you here. I'm glad you're here watching my streams. But I really didn't prepare for that, right? Yeah, I'm gonna start being like really genuine now. So, like, hear me out. Hear me out if you want to. But yeah, when I first started, I really didn't expect that. I didn't prepare for that. And to be perfectly honest, I don't really know how to interact with you guys. You know, the children, or should I say like underage people. You know, whatever term you want to use, right? And yeah, see, yeah, I have done tutoring, right? And I can somewhat say that I'm good at that, but I'm good at that because how do I put this? Because I don't need to be genuine there, right? Like, kids need patronizing, right? You want to like get down to the level, right? But if you're watching a VTuber, you're at that point where you're not really the kind of kid that want to be patronized, right? Like, you get what I'm putting down here? Like, if you're like under the age of 12, right? You can still get by, and like, you know, the children under the age of 12 is the children I work with, and but at that age point, you can still be like patronizing. You can still like, you know, basically like baby talk them, right? You can still do that, like get down to the level, and then like, you know, I don't know how else to put it, but like act childish, right? You can still act childish to get down to the level. But, you know, for those that are watching VTubers, or watching VTubers like me, right? I don't really think you guys are, you know, the middle school, high school people, but I'll just put it that way. Y'all don't really want to be patronized, right? You guys want people to be genuine to you, but like, my genuine might not always line up with what you guys like. How do I put this properly? Like, let's just put it simply, right? Memes, right? I'm not a skibbity toilet enjoyer, right? What do you mean? Huh? Grape sauce? What? Where did that come from? But yeah, I'm not a skibbity toilet enjoyer, right? I'm not, like, there's a lot of stuff that there will be like generational divide, right? Because even between Gen Z, which I am, and Generation Alpha, Gen Alpha. Oh, I'm getting smoother. Yeah, even between Gen Z and Gen Alpha, there's already a cultural divide. Oh, grape sauce. Did you already forget that one person? I'm not gonna name them, and it's not that, you know, I'm not gonna name them just in case someone's gonna, you know, make fun of them, right? But there definitely was. But it's not just Skibidi Toilet, right? Like, the sense of humor is already different. And at my age, I also tend to make like more, I guess, mature jokes. right? And I consider myself to be, just in terms of like humor and saying life experience is kind of cringe, because I'm a freaking 20-something-year-old. Like what I gotta say in life experience, but I do feel like I have a little bit more life experience than the typical person at my age. So like I'm really building this as I go. Yeah, so like how do I put this? Yeah, so my thought process is a little bit more mature as well, like, above my age group, right? And like, I'll be perfectly genuine here. Like, there's a reason that like I kind of get along. At least that's how I feel, right? I feel like I get along with like people like Roy better, people like Reika better, right? It's just a feeling, right? It's not that I don't like the other viewers in my chat, right? The other guys, you guys, Grape Sauce, Curl, like, I like you guys. That you guys are genuine as well, and I like you guys. But I feel I can relate to the older generation in my chat. At least I know what I perceive as older, because I don't actually know you guys' age, right? But like, from what I can tell, and from what I can feel, I feel like I get along with you guys better, right? And that's been a really weird feeling for me, because I don't really know how to balance doing content for myself and doing content for you guys. Like, I want to do things that I want, right? I want to talk about more serious things because, it's on my mind. I want to talk about more mature topics. But at the same time, I feel like, maybe no one in my chat would be interested in it, or people in my chat would not want to listen to that because they don't care, because they're a younger age group, right? And it's a really vague feeling. It's a really vague feeling, right? And that really makes it like, I'm really struggling to like find a good direction for my content, right? I do feel like with once I get my model and I do the rebranding, I'll be able to like redefine kind of what kind of content I want to do. And once that hits, I can use that as a new starting point to do new content, try new content. And yes, and let me tell you, let this be a little spoiler into the future content I'm gonna do. I have written so many notes down, individual notes down on my phone, on just random straying thoughts that I have. And I feel like they're going to be really good for me to just dump out shorts of. And if I do have like longer thoughts, I'll like put it into a longer video. Right? But I think that's a really good starting point for me, because I just have things to say sometimes. And at this point, I don't really feel like there's any good place in my streams to talk about them. Aside from amateur hour, right? Hold on. Oh. Okay, I had to play something. I had to play something because this is not a talking stream. This is amateur hour. I can't just purely yap. I had to play something. But yeah. Where was I? Yeah. There wasn't really like I don't really feel comfortable like doing it in my gaming streams. Like some people can do it naturally, right? But with the audience I built and like the general vibe that I've established, I feel like there's not any good place for me to like go into that kind of topic, right? And especially because the audience that I've garnered are more on the younger side, they won't really talk about these things. And if chat doesn't bring it up, I don't really have I don't have as good of a segue into these kinds of things, right? And obvious, like I'm just saying it now. It's not like I want to talk about politics, right? No, that's I could not give a shit about actual politics, right? That's not what I'm talking about. You can like rest assured, right? But it's about media. It's still about media, right? But it's about more serious / complicated topics in media. And I feel like, because chat doesn't really talk about it, doesn't feel like the people that would care about it, I don't feel really a good place to talk about, like a good place to start. So I feel like videos would be kind of good for that to happen. But for that to happen, I kind of want to start once I do have my model, right? Yeah, great sauce. I know. I do yap while I game. The problem is that what you guys will listen to, right? Maybe you guys will listen to me, right? I'm not saying that I know for a fact you guys won't listen to me. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I don't like the vibe is off, right? The vibe doesn't feel like it would feel jarring if I suddenly went into it, because I already established that like this channel doesn't usually talk about those things, right? Give an example of those subjects. I could give a really big one recently. The recent Genshin controversy. Oh, what a controversy. I think I will talk about it in the future once I've rebranded, but that will be a while in the future because, first of all, I don't want to start my rebrand with such a freaking heavy topic, right? But I do have some really strong opinions on it. Which one? The fact that you had to say which one. Grape sauce. Let me just tell you, the fact that you had to say which one solidifies my viewpoint. Let's just put it at that, right? I have a mental image of a short being if you guys make fun of my neck one more time. Hey, Roy. Once I get my new model, I don't think you guys will make fun of my neck anymore. If you still do, maybe I will. Maybe I will pull out a knife on you guys. But yeah, okay. Let me pause the yapping. Let me actually try to play something. Yeah. I need to connect these two. What? There we go. What's next? It should be this. Here we go. Really, it's possible to come up with a long list of random, minute things to make fun of a model for. I guess, but you guys aren't gonna do that to me, right? 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 You guys are nice, right? You guys are nice, right? Aren't you guys nice? I'm sure you guys are nice, right? 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 Yeah. Yeah. You guys are nice people. Huh? When have we ever bullied you? Talk about disingenuous. uh, that's the phrase, but I'm having trouble connecting it together. Ah! My fingering is all over the place. This is not how I should play it. Yeah. Yeah. This. Ah! Huh? Ah! There you go. What? Great sauce, huh? What? What are you referring to? Excuse me? Smile and wave, huh? Smile and wave. I can know. But yeah, this issue of like, having an unexpected odd, like, age group as my audience became really apparent with Omori, right? Because with Omori, because it's such a, like, because it is a game that had a really good story with a very simple delivery, like Undertale, that really draws in a lot of young people into the stream. And that, that's has been happening with my Omori streams. And while it is good for more people to come into my streams, I've also been kind of like, oh, what do I do when those people came in, right? Because I'll just give an example. When like people are really big like fanboys of like certain characters or like certain stories, I don't really know how to interact with them. Right? Like I kind of freeze up. This is also about me being not good enough streamer and how I need to, do try to train and do better, right? But I don't really know how to deal with that. Like that, like the same thing happened when, like, back in the era where Undertale was like super massively popular, right? And there were all these freaking fan edits of like different Undertale characters. You had the Sans edits, oh, Sans so edgy and badass, and like, oh, Papyrus, oh, he's such a sad character, look at him, oh, he has so much faith in the main character, but he got betrayed in the genocide route. And then there's all these like edits, and then people were like so like they were just treating these characters as like real life people. And then I, like, even back then, I was a really big fan of Undertale, but I still did not understand that like behavior. I didn't know how to talk to those people because like it just doesn't compute with me. And that kind of that kind of like, it's not a jab to those kind of people in any way. Enjoy your media however you want, right? But I just don't know how to interact with those people. Like, I'm the kind of person to like calmly analyze a character and say, yes, character good. This character written good. I really enjoy this character, right? That's how I enjoy media, right? But a lot of online people, how they enjoy media is, oh my god, it's that character, my wife, my husband, he's literally the best, they're literally that kind of people, right? And I'm happy for you that you're so passionate about these characters, but I don't know how to talk to you. Like, I want to it's nice that you can enjoy it so simply, but it's kind of hard to analyze the character critically with those people around, right? Like, it's not about who's better or who's worse. It's about how do I talk to you? Like, we're different kind of people, right? And again, that really was apparent to me when I was playing Omori, right? Because like, people just came in and like, oh my god, I love this game. Who is your favorite character? And I'm just here like, I mean, I'm only at the start of this game, man. I don't know what to tell you. Like, who is my favorite character, right? I don't know the characters yet. And like, oh, hey. Also, like, this ship is my favorite ship. Oh, Hiro Mari? Oh, best ship. And I'm like, I mean, I'm here for the story, man. I'm not really like looking for ships or whatever. Like, I'm trying to analyze the story, but like, good for you, I guess. Like, that's what I wanted to say, but I also didn't really want to say that because that just seemed kind of like insulting, I guess. So like, I'm just like teetering. Like, how do I respond to you, right? Like, I'm happy you're here, and I feel an obligation to respond to you because, oh my god, new viewer, thank you for coming in, right? But at the same time, it's like, dude, chill. Let me enjoy the story, right? Indeed, you're the anime boy that I'm a fan of. Thank you. That I can really respond to well because it's very straightforward. So I can just say thank you. The word blow is auto-filtered? What the fuck? I need to like, I've already looked into it before. Like, maybe someday I will like have someone teach me how to turn that off, but I don't know how to turn it off yet. Maybe that's just YouTube. To be fair, I think fanfiction has always been a thing. It's just that internet makes people who are fans of it encourage it for even more extreme things. Yes, that is the case, and again, I'm not bashing that. Right? No. Actually, trust me, I will bash the people who go way too far. Because going that far for fictional characters is just ridiculous to me. When you actually argue each other about like argue with others about whether you're fan canon or head canon, sorry. Head canon is real, those kind of people, I will criticize those people. But like, if you keep it at a moderate level, right? If you're just a really huge fanboy on the surface level, that's fine, right? Again, it's not a bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just don't know how to interact with you. I just don't know how to manage this audience, right? Omori's character is really good in my opinion. I think the way the game is positioned, that one loud house has 700k words. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and I do feel like with what little bit of the game I have played, right? I do feel Omori is really well written and will continue to be well written, But at the same time, it's still not gonna make me turn into those fanboy slash fangirls, right? Because I'm just a different type of person. Yeah. Was it me that who asked you who your favorite? It was me. No. Don't be sorry. I think you were one of the people that asked who was your favorite. But don't be sorry. Again, it's not a fault. It's not something bad. Right? It's not something bad that you're a fanboy or fangirl or like whatever, wherever on the spectrum you fall on. Right? The top one side of the spectrum being fanboy, fangirl, another side of the spectrum being super critical and like super analytical, right? Wherever you fall on that spectrum, that's just who you are, right? Again, it's just that I don't know how to interact with you. I don't know how to genuinely respond to you, right? I can, do a hand wave like, oh yeah, it's that guy, right? I can do a hand wave, right? And maybe it's just a problem of me caring too much, because sometimes, with some viewers, you just have to like hand wave them. Maybe that's just a thing you have to do in streams. I'm still learning, remember? But yeah, it's just a thing of like not really knowing how to handle my audience, right? I don't personally do my argument with done in good spirits. That's not always the case. Trust me, Roy, arguing on the internet is rarely in good spirits. Even if it starts in good spirits, it doesn't end in good spirits. I think we're all aware of that. I truly hope you wouldn't like turn into those spam boys, you mean? Again, I don't think I will. That's just not who I am. Like I can say that I'm a pretty big fan of like Mushoku Tensei, right? But I'm still not gonna be like, oh my god, Rudy is Eris, Sylphie, Roxy, like I'm still not gonna be like that. I'm still gonna be, oh, good character. This is good character. Right? That's the kind of enjoy. That's how I enjoy media, not the screaming kind, right? Actually, okay. Let me switch it up. Let me do minor skill. Please never be like that. I won't. But yeah, another thing I want to do is like, I want to know how. there's so many. Hey, don't take my screen. Look. That's not me. I'm saying precisely that that's not me, Roy. I'm doing that to make the exact point that that I'm not those people. Don't you dare. Yeah. Another thing is that I'm also wondering how I build the other kind of audience, right? Like, I know this will sound like I'm biased towards like certain viewers, and to be perfectly honest, I am, because I'm human, right? Yeah, I think it's Sam's that sometimes clips me, but yeah, like I definitely am biased towards certain viewers because I am human and I have preferences in what kind of people I like to interact with, so don't take this personally. Hold on. Huh? Oh, right. But yeah, I'm trying to think how I can attract more people like Roy. You know, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, right? Because I'm very biased. I'm very actually biased, right? Again, don't take this personally. You know, everybody has preferences, and I have mine, right? Hi, Beetle. Welcome in. You're you know you're in for a yap session, but yeah, I'm trying to like see like, how do I attract people that I can have a conversation with, right? Because this is my element. Like I know now that my element is kind of at yapping, right? And like to have people like Roy to bounce off of, like that's when I feel most comfortable. Like, you know, not just people like Roy, but like people to bounce off of, right? And like people like Roy really, you know, do give me genuine responses, and you know, I do have to say I really appreciate you for that, Roy. Yeah, and like it feels really nice to have someone to like consistently bounce off of like that. And yeah, I'm just thinking how I can get more people like that. So I can just have a consistent back and forth, and that will, and then you know that can turn into a really, really satisfying stream experience, even for the people that don't speak up, right? Like if I had just have a few people I can bounce off of, every other person can enjoy the stream more because the conversation will be richer, right? Ah. Uh, 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 uh. Du, du, du. Huh? I have no idea how to play this. But yeah. That's basically like where I'm at mindset wise right now. I really want to like expand on you know, my yapping capabilities. To put things directly. Right? And again, I'm just wondering how I can how I can I'm buffering so much today. I'm just wondering how I can expand that audience, you know? Like how like how many of you are here for yeah, let's just put it let's just ask the question, right? How many of you are here for my yapping? Like, I know Grape Sauce is kind of down. Roy is also really down for the yapping. Like, what about the others, right? Are you guys down for the yapping? Like, even just right now. Is this kind of yapping the kind of vibe you like, right? Roy is very engaged when having a conversation and gives full-hearted messages and responding with a word or two. It's really nice to have someone who is genuinely interested in the topic. Yes, exactly, Beetle. And I want more people like that because it makes things so much more comfortable. When you're trying to keep the conversation going. Okay, where's my sheet? What's my score? Huh? Where is it? Where is it? What? Huh? Wait. Did I lose it? Ah. Brother. I'm a yap maxer, as the kids would say. See, this is how we know. This is how I know we have the same soul. As the kids would say. Yeah. Yeah, like seeing the fucking something maxing thing going around really makes me feel old. And the funny thing is that there are literal Gen Zers who are around my age that say that kind of shit. So I shouldn't feel old. But I still do. I lost my fucking... Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, there it is. Fuck me. Put the glasses on my forehead. Let's see. I'm down for the yapping. Yeah, I'm here to yap. Same. I'm down for the yapping. You have no score. Your yapping blew it away. No, I found it. I picked it back up. Felix has an old man friend to old men bonding. I'm in a weird place where I'm simultaneously kind of mentally old, but also kind of mentally immature. Like there's a lot of factors to that. I'm not gonna get into it right now, but yeah, that's how I feel. So yeah, that's also kind of a reason where kind of the reason to why I'm like, oh, how do I interact? You know, how do you do, fellow kids? How do I interact with you, right? It's not like I'm complete. You know, I have an inkling of how to interact with you. It's not like it's not like I can go full old man mode and like, oh, you meddling kids, I'm just not gonna talk to you, right? The kids these days, that's the problem with kids these days, right? It's not like I can go fully in that direction, but I can't go fully like, oh, skibbity toilet, yeah. Like I can't, you know, what the Sigma, right? I can't go fully in that direction too, so I'm like stuck in the middle, like what the fuck do I do, right? That's also another reason where like why I'm stuck, kinda, you know? Please don't start a stream with back in my day stories. Don't worry, that won't come. Not very soon, at least. I think one thing that makes you at least a little bit mature is not take yourself so seriously and to want others to do better, but not take it personally if they refuse help. Let me digest that. I think I really struggle at the first part. I really struggle to take myself not seriously. Like every I here's the thing. Every stream I kind of like put myself under stress. And so like, okay, I have to like do something. I have to make this at least borderline entertaining. I have to engage the audience, blah 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 blah. Right? That used to like be way more serious. I've loosened up since then, but I definitely still think that is a factor, right? And I'm still actively trying to be more chill, but at the same time because trying to do YouTube is kind of important to me. And like reaching some kind of success is kind of important to me here. So it's kind of hard to really distance myself from that. Yeah. And my nature, I am naturally self-deprecating. Like that is just something that's built up from from my younger days, you know. So it's kind, you know, it's a learned habit that I'm trying to break. So I definitely say I'd say that's where I struggle. But yeah, hopefully if I manage to rebrand and like start doing new content, I can start to loosen up a little bit and start to be myself more. Like the one of the reasons I started this channel is for a place to be myself. And so far I don't really think I've done that. So far I still think I'm like kind of not being the most real I can get. Like, you know, this kind of stream is kind of an approach to that, right? Like I want an audience that wants me to be real and not just to be entertained. Yeah. But I'm also at the same time worrying that people won't be entertained if I'm too real. Right? Right, even right now, I'm like, am I being too real? Guys, am I being too real right now? Right? So yeah, that's the constant like tug of war I'm experiencing, and it's been weighing down on me, like to say the least, at least a little bit. And sometimes I just didn't really feel like streaming because, you know, that I don't really want to feel that weight again, right? But I still persist because I really want to make this work. Ah, freaking knocked my base on the wall. I hope you guys can see that I'm really trying to make this work and like I'm doing my best. I don't say you need to actively put yourself down, but even mixing, don't do the best way possible. You can still appreciate yourself. Yeah, that I'm working on it, Roy. I'm working on it. He masked too much in the real world and now doing it on stream. Grape sauce, I didn't say that, but you pretty much you know hit the nail on the head there. That's basically what's going on. I really don't think I would be cut out for streaming. The reason being how nervous I am. Like, I don't want to bore them, but I don't want to talk too much, making it a hard thing to balance out. Well, the thing is, the whole point of streaming is for you to talk as much as possible. If you can talk a lot, that is a strength, right? You won't annoy anyone because anyone that is annoyed would just leave. And anyone that, like, if they become your audience in the first place, like anyone that stays even for one stream is there for your yapping. If you do happen to yap a lot, right? The struggle is not in balancing. The struggle is yapping as much as possible, right? And I really feel that sometimes. You get, you know, even in today's stream, you can feel me loading a lot, just like pausing on a thought. And sometimes, you know, my fear is that sometimes my brain would just not load. Sometimes it would just stop functioning. I'm like, oh, wait, what did I talk about now? I really appreciate realism, although I don't know how universal it is. This is. I appreciate it too. Like I like my YouTubers, my entertainers being real, right? So like because that's what I enjoy, that's also what I want to do, right? So yeah. Again, I definitely do want to attract the audience that do appreciate people being real. Yeah. I actually appreciate you being real with videos or entertainment, but it makes it seem like we're talking and getting to know a real person is very nice because you feel closer to a VTuber. Yeah, I'm trying to... whoa. Yeah, I'm trying to strike that balance in between, right? I'm trying to strike that balance between being real, but also not being parasocial, right? Maybe I'm being too paranoid of being parasocial. Maybe I should just free myself up a little and like be a little bit more parasocial. Like, because, you know, that's how you connect with your audience. But, you know, because of all the VTuber drama, right? You know, I have all the past failures of, like, you know who and you know who, and all that criticism towards how parasocial they are and how disingenuous they are, right? I have all that to like learn from, so now I'm like really extra paranoid of like being way too parasocial. And if somebody actually gets attached to me in that kind of way, I wouldn't know how to deal with them, right? I don't want to be called like ungrateful. I would be grateful. I would be really grateful if someone suddenly became really attached to me and like started dumping super chats in my chat, right? The hell, like thank you very much, right? But I also wouldn't be able to like, like, because I also wouldn't be able to be that kind of VTuber where it's like, oh, I love you, thank you, like, you're my baby, thank you for the super chat. Like, I'm not that kind of VTuber, right? And if somebody starts expecting that from me because I became too real and too relatable, like, what happens then, right? What will happen to me then? I don't know. So I'm like kind of paranoid. You know what I'm saying? But maybe that's like a unwarranted fear. You know? Maybe that's, you know, because of my mindset in the first place, that wouldn't happen in the first place, right? There's still a lot of experimenting for me to do. I hope you guys are on board for that. Because, like, I think I've been doing this for over a year. It doesn't feel like over a year, but I have been I think I have been doing this for a year. At least, like, streaming. Like, being on YouTube, that's over a year. But I think streaming, I have been doing this for over a year, and I still don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm doing. So, yeah, I'm still figuring things out, you know? I'm sorry, addition to a heart-to-heart conversation between Hartoon Giraffe and his viewers. Alright, Beetle. Just you wait. Just you wait on my new model. Let's see if you can still say Giraffe after that, yeah? I barely played today. It's 55! It's been 55 minutes! I feel like the worst that will happen in the aspect is that you'll have people that like that who just won't stick for long. Yeah, I guess I just don't want to receive a message where it's like, I've paid you so much, how dare you not give me attention. I guess that's the number one thing I'm afraid of. Because, like, I like money, right? I'm not a good enough person to be like, oh, I'll refund you. Don't worry. If that's what it takes for you to, you know, stop being obsessed with me, I'll refund you. I'm not that big of a person. Like, I'm a small VTuber. I'm a very small creator right now. That's not no ground to stand on. If you do donate, I will take that, right? Like, like, I like money. Yeah, exactly, Beetle. I like money, right? I'm not gonna not receive your money, right? I'm not gonna not take your money. Like, you see those big VTubers like, oh my god, there's so many donations, I'm gonna turn off my donations now. No! That's not what I'll do! I like money! If you give me money, I will take your money! But at the same time, I don't want to take money if that means that you'll have to pressure me or antagonize me over it. Right? So I'm afraid if that really happens, I wouldn't know what to do. Yeah? But I don't know. I'm not the kind of person to feign being a good person or altruistic. Like, frankly, I have way too many problems in my life right now to be altruistic. Right? So I can't say that, oh, yeah, it's fine. You know? Like, like, oh, yeah, if you don't like it, just charge me back, right? No, hell no, don't charge me back. That's a fucking ass thing to do. Like, don't do that, right? But at the same time, it's like I would just tell you, if you're expecting that kind of shit, don't donate in the first place, because donating won't get you there, right? But once you donate, I'll take that money. Like, like, best believe. Picturing Felix with Mr. Krabs mascot. Oh, come on, I'm not Mr. Krabs level. Come on. Come on now. Alright, I'm actually gonna play now. Let me just play through a song, just so I'm not scamming you guys with the title, okay? Ah. Ah. Scrolling. Ah. Ah. I'm playing the wrong string. Ah! Ah! Fuck! Oh my god, my tempo's off. So off. I need to slow down. Oh my god, my tempo is so off. I'm so lost. I still don't know how to do that cleanly. Oh my god, why is my tempo so bad? It's all over the place. I'm like dragging, I'm like rushing. Jesus. I really need to practice more. I'm so out of practice, man. Jesus Christ. I've been playing this shit for 2 years. Well, not really, because I freaking stopped practicing for so many times. But, you know, from start to now, I've been, you know, at it for 2 years, and I'm still not seeing any kind of substantial improvement. It's kind of frustrating. Totally not feeling getting jump scared by himself while playing the bass. That happens more than you would think, because like it's surprisingly difficult to like get a good tone on the strings, or rather the other way around. It's surprisingly easy to get a bad tone. So like you can mess up something really minor and then it just sounds like this. And not this. This? Yeah, something like that. Or like yeah, something like that. Something like that, right? And you know, that can really catch you off guard. And look, if I practice more, I can probably alleviate that. But I don't practice enough because I don't get motivated enough to practice. You know, in the first place, the amateur hours was supposed to be a way for me to practice. But we're on our second amateur hour, and I've already spent 90% of my time yapping. Who said that I would spend 90% of the time yapping? Because like I tried to deny it, but you were on point. Who said that? Who said that? Grape sauce. Yeah, you were on point. You were on point. I spent 90% of the stream yapping. I think if we only see you between the subsequent playing something, it's hard to see an improvement, but you look at yourself from before a few months of practicing, it changes. Yes, but the thing is, right now I'm trying to fix some of the mistakes or bad habits that I have built before. Right? Because something I really, really, really struggle with is like playing while relaxed. That's something I really struggle with. Because if I relax, I lose a lot of my sense of rhythm. Like I'm good at rhythm, but only when I'm like really concentrated. Right? And especially because bass, like there's like held notes. Right? It's totally different from drums, which were my first instrument. And that just makes it a whole lot more difficult to time stuff. So, yeah. I got a long way to go. I'm still at like level, if there's 100 levels, I'm still on level 2 or 3, I'd say. 80-year-old VTuber man giraffe. Thanks, Beetle. You better keep an eye open while you sleep tonight. Talking about 9% of the stream only means the stream will be 10 hours long. Yeah, maybe I'll stream for a little bit longer because this wasn't amateur hour. I only spent like what, 10 minutes playing, 15 minutes playing. This was my like, yapping hour. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed me basically, digging into my head a little, giving you guys a slice of my thought process. When it comes to streaming. Your ass really gets sore having a freaking heavy bass on your lap for this long. This thing is plenty heavy, man. Creaky chair. Yeah, I can't really... I don't really even have this down perfectly. I need to take it slow. Yeah, you see the timing is a little off. Yeah. Sit on the bass and play the chair. Thank you, Beetle. You're always so helpful. And like just for you guys to like see my inexperience, for lack of a better term, with streaming, I still regularly break into a cold sweat whenever I stream. Like you guys won't be able to hear it, but I'm still very nervous on stream. It's not that I don't feel natural. Like I feel fine, right? Emotionally, I feel fine, but I still break into a cold sweat. Even now, I can feel myself sweating, and like, I think subconsciously that really fucks me up. I think subconsciously it really affects my performance, right? I don't consciously feel it, but I can feel the sweat on my back, and it's like, man, am I really this nervous? And I think I am. Is there something that we can do to help you feel more comfortable? Not individually, I don't think, because this is more of a YouTuber / streamer cares too much about numbers situation. I'm trying to distract myself or like distance myself from it. Like, don't think about the numbers. Don't think about the numbers, right? But it's very, very, very easy to relate the numbers you're getting to the quality of the content you're putting out, right? You can consciously think that, okay, that it doesn't matter. The algorithm is just a bitch. Even if we know that there is good content that gets buried under the algorithm, right? That you can consciously know that having low numbers does not mean that you're putting out bad content. But it's so easy to subconsciously relate the two. So often, like if I get like less than usual numbers on a stream, or like I don't really look at the numbers anymore actually. If I get less than usual like amount of regulars in my chat, like I can consciously think, oh yeah, that's just because people are busy at this time. I know that, right? I consciously know that, but it's very easy for me to subconsciously connect that to, oh, is this stream boring? Is there something I can do to like make the stream more engaging so that people stay? I can really easily relate that to me, so I get really nervous on my performance, and yeah, I think that's a big reason of why I break out into a cold sweat and nervousness. And that's something I have to deal with on my own. That's something that I have to build. I need to be more comfortable just doing the stream and not caring about who's in the chat, right? Of course, they'll get better if I can manage to get more viewers. I think that's like an exponential thing, right? Once I get more viewers, I can get a lot more comfortable. But yeah. So that's something I had to work on my own. What's academic side? Again, I probably have almost no time to join since you stream in the morning for me. Yeah, that's another thing too. I said in the beginning of the stream how I am kind of less comfortable or not less natural interacting with a younger audience. And that's also part of why. Because naturally, you guys have school, right? And because of school, you'll have a lot less time to watch streams. And if you don't watch the streams because of that, I'll have like less reinforcement of what I'm doing right. Right? That's also that's also an issue of why it might be like why I want a slightly older audience. Again, I love you guys, younger audience. I love you guys for being here. Thank you very much for being my audience, for watching my streams, for listening to my yapping. Thank you guys. Right? But at the same time, it's like, yeah, if I'm being honest, an older audience, I think does suit my style better. Or, it's what I'm more comfortable with. Hi, Nicholas. I'm 3,456 years old. If that's young, how old does that make you? If you're that young, if you're that old, then I guess I'm a mythical beast. Don't be sorry you're late, Nicholas. You can join whenever you want. Oh god, did I yap too much? My throat kind of hurts. Grape sauce, don't you start another thing now. I have hair. I have hair there. This model is incapable of flipping up the hair. Don't start. Oh, that was pretty smooth. Couldn't help it. You could totally help it. You just chose not to resist. Don't lie to me. You know what you are, grape sauce. You know what you are. Too bad you don't have hair on your neck. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. Eh? Oh. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Right. What? Ah! Ba-da, da-da, da-da, ba-da, 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 ba-da. Ah, so difficult. Ah. Hi, Reaper. I mean, Nicholas, if you are planning on doing that, you should probably wait for my rebranding, because I won't be called Felixer anymore. I mean, look. You can try to guess what songs I'm playing. It'll be really hard because it's the bass line and not the melody line. But if you can do it, props to you. Did I forget to take my meds today? I don't have meds right now. I need to get some new meds. I'm actually applying for like a grant from my university to like get some funding on meds. On like, you know, trips to see a psychiatrist. Because my last psychiatrist is like awful. Like, man's did not even try to go in depth. He's just like, oh yep, okay, you got that. Let's try this medicine. Okay, get out. And then his meds don't work. I've gone twice. It's expensive as fuck, and the meds don't work. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna switch. But if I am gonna switch, I'm gonna like use my university's money, not my own money. Name change? Yeah, name change is part of the rebrand. It won't be a rebrand if I don't change my name, I don't think. Oh yeah, just for your reference, the base that I put in my thumbnail is my actual base. At least I think. I think I did put. Let's see. Yeah. The base in my thumbnail is my actual base. In the thumbnail is my actual base. So you know you can take that as a reference. I'll when finish school soon, so you can have your own money and not have to beg the university. No, Roy. That's a completely wrong direction to think of things. I don't want to work for my money. I don't want to work. Like, I'm not in the mental state to work right now. I'm trying to like work on myself, right? I'm trying to work on myself, improve myself, build my hobbies, build an online presence, right? I don't have time or the energy for a 9 to 5 right now. No, I don't. Like, I'll just say it right now. I don't have the mental capabilities for a 9 to 5 right now. So like, no, I'd rather use my university's money than having to work for my own money for it. If I do have to work a 9 to 5, I don't want to spend that money on on trips to the psychiatrist. I'd rather have my university to cover for me. It's also why I said before, I'm not gonna refuse you guys' money. If you donate, I'm gonna take it. Yeah, yeah. If you give me your 99 cents, I will take it. Like, it's admirable to work for your own money, right? And Roy, you're admirable for that, but I'm not admirable. Not right now, at least. I'm not in the position to be admirable right now. Because, like, frankly, my my mental state is not well. I am just straight up not having a good time right now. I don't. I'm not going too in depth because, frankly, that's TMI right now. But, maybe at some point I'll talk about it. But yeah, there's a lot going on. There's a lot that happened in my life, and that is causing a lot to happen in my head right now. To put it in the simplest terms, and not have it be TMI. That's basically what's going on. So I am not having a good time. No, I'm not mentally stable enough to go and work my ass off at a 9 to 5. Hell no. Okay. Clearly, I am having this is my most successful yap session yet. I basically yapped non-stop when I was supposed to play the bass. But that also means that I'm not used to it, and my throat is feeling very sore right now. I've yapped way too much. So, I think I'm gonna have to end here. Thank you guys very much for sticking by. I'll be honest, I didn't really expect that many people to stick by and listen to me yap, and I'm very, 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 very thankful that you guys stick by and basically chatted with me. And yeah, I hope to do these more. I hope that I can get the motivation to do these more. And my goal is that I will do the regular gaming sessions on Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and then I can sprinkle in. I think I said this before too, but yeah, I hope to do the regular gaming sessions on Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and I can sprinkle in some amateur hours here and there throughout the week between the regular streams. That's what I aim to do. I hope I can do, but yeah, whether I can pull it off is another question. But I hope I can get the motivation to do that. So yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, again, I'm really thankful that you guys stick by and listen to me yap. That's really encouraging, and frankly, I need the encouragement. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys for sticking by. Congrats on the highest yap session. Yeah, I feel good. I feel good about today for sure. Thank you very much. Thank you too, Roy. Kit your throat well soon. I will. I think it's nothing. Good night's sleep won't fix. Thanks for your thoughts. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for listening. Bye. Rest your throat. Yeah. Bye. Bye, Beetle. All right. Goodbye, everyone. I'm gonna have to stop talking for a while because wow is sore. So yeah. Thank you guys, and I hope to see you again for another amateur hour sometime soon. And I hope I can also like yap like this again, and you guys can stick by and listen again. So yeah, thank you guys for coming by, and I'll see you next time. Bye.